Yay. So we're very excited to gather together for our Crescent Moon dance, right? Our moon dance, according to Van Morrison, right? And Janet's going to bring to us her Crescent Moon lunar powers to bless us and activate our new beginnings for our Aries lunar cycle, as well as this new zodiac year of 2020 that just really got started here. So Janet says, I'm here. Okay, Janet. I promoted you to panelist. So let's see if you get a little signal. And it says Janet's rejoining as a panelist. So hopefully that'll work. Fingers crossed, everybody. My Facebook thing didn't work. Let's see if this will work. And I'll check my controls. Who can share? Who can start sharing when someone else shares? Let's see, advanced sharing options. Okay, well, let's see. Let me send Janet a message. Hi, can you join as a panelist? Let's see, I'll check my phone in case she texted me. Okay, all right. Let's see, what else can I figure out here in Zoom? Let's see, I did that. Q&A point. There's Janet, allow to talk. Oh, there she is. Hi, Janet.
Hey, Shannon.
Hi.
Hey, hello.
Let's see. Oh, there's your pretty face. Let me see if it will. I promoted you to panelist, so I don't know why it's not working. Okay. Oh, I think this is working. Okay, unmute.
Unmute, start video. Can you see me?
Yes.
Good. I'm so glad it worked. I don't know what was going on. I was just hanging out in the wings. I'm like, I'm
here. Well, thank you for hanging out and being so lovingly patient for our Zoom to catch up with what we want to be doing today.
Yes. Hi, Shannon. Hello, Lunar Loves. So nice to be here.
Thank you, Janet. So nice to see you, and thank you for being here. And I was just sharing with our lovely gathering that you come in with your Crescent Moon dance. Crescent Moon in Libra, so pretty. So she's our resident moon dancer to refine our intentions for this Aries lunar cycle, which is to become a light warrior. And the Crescent Gemini Moon says, how can you be a helper? And sometimes we may want to become a helper, but we might need some help first, right? So we look for the helpers who resonate with us, and then we get what we need so that we can be strong and go forward as the helper that Mr. Rogers said, in times of trouble, look for the helpers. So we want to strive to be that for in our communities, with our friends, our family, for ourselves first and foremost. So with Janet, what she does is she comes in with her powers to help us root and refine that into our present day reality as a possibility that we can do that with ease, grace, and a lot of joy. So Janet, please take it away.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. If you are in a comfortable position to close your eyes, I invite you to do so right now. And we're calling forward your angels and guides of the spirit realm, the animal kingdom, that are here to serve you best in this time and space. And if you allow for them, for your highest self, for myself, highest self, to be working with your space now, then you can say yes out loud or yes within yourself. And your highest self knows exactly how to move and align and transform the energy movements for you. And whether you're listening live with us or on your own time, it is programmed that the energy is powerful and most right for you. And feeling the bottoms of your feet, saying hello to Mother Earth, our Gaia, our ultimate mother. We have been dropping down deep, deep, deep down with Earth, with our grounding cord, all the way since last July-ish, last summer. So we're going to drop even deeper. If you allow this and say yes. And the deeper you allow your grounding cord to drop, the more at ease you are and you feel. The more loved, supported, well, whole, your natural state of being you feel. And no matter what's going on in the world around us that we are all experiencing together and individually, our own unique experiences and our collective experience, you have full permission to tend to yourself, to take care of yourself on a physical level, on all the physical levels of getting good rest, drinking plenty of water, providing good sustenance and nutrients for your body. On the mental, emotional level, and spiritual, energetic realms. And you have full permission to tend to your needs, your space, first and foremost. And from that space, tending or being with all others or taking care of kids, families, friends, communities, all of it. But first and foremost, from your own self, being plugged in, self-sourced, regenerating, rejuvenating all of your cells efficiently, intelligently, in healthy, viable ways. And from that space, you are infinitely overflowing from that space of health and wealth to give and to share and be with all others. And if you allow this, and you can say yes out loud or within yourself, you have full permission to take up 6 feet of space in front of you, all the way around you, seaming up your auric field from head to toe. This is your space. And you can say yes if you allow this. In fact, Mother Earth is commanding and guiding for all of us to do so. She's showing us in these concrete, tangible, poetic ways just how much she loves us, just how much she's showing us as individual humans and collectively how to take care of our own space and how to be together with each other in healthy, loving, communal ways. And we are flowing the Reiki, the white light of energy at the crown of your head and streaming from the top of your head all the way down from head to toe, streaming you clean, purifying you from head to toe. And the white light, the Reiki energy that contains all the colors of the rainbow, perfect, pristine frequency, is washing you clean from head to toe, from inside out. And you have full permission to allow yourself to release, to give up, to let go of, to forgive any and all dense energies, lower vibrations, attachments, old anger, rage, resentment, frustration, irritability, disappointments that you're ready to release and let go of. And if you allow this and say yes, and Earth, and through your deep grounding cord with her will take it from you easily. And she transforms it into other energy outside of yourself. And if you allow this and say yes, we're emptying you out from the inside out. And so if you allow more grief to release, an old processed grief, any grief that you're ready to release, to shed, to feel, to express, we're calling forward. And with the help of the white light and your highest self, your guides, Mother Earth, consciousness, you are being assisted to allow yourself to let go. And if you allow this and say yes, they're releasing from you and out of all of your beautiful organs and cells at a cellular physical level, out of your heart space, out of all your chakras, your lines of meridians, your psyche, your vision, your third eye, and just releasing. And if you allow this and say yes, and deep into your sacral chakra, which is right below, which is right above your root, this is a feminine chakra of emotions. The statement is I feel. It is the element of water. So moving as water moves, it's creativity, passion, pleasure. And you have full permission to allow yourself with grace and ease, just to allow emotions to arise, to surface, and to allow yourself, allow them to move through you the way that water moves and flows, with grace, with ease, with natural flow. And if you allow this and say yes, all the while your highest self, your angels and guides, and we're programming it right now, that automatically they're there assisting you. If you invite them in to assist you with this process, then you can say yes. Good. So we've already programmed that long after our session. You can invite them in all the time as well to really keep welcoming them and inviting them in to assist you so that you allow, again, through the grace and the movement, the flow as water moves and flows, all the emotions that you're ready to just allow to pass on through you and out of you. And as this process happens, simultaneously, you empty yourself out from within and you align within to all your soul wholeness that you are freely in a holistic way. And if you allow this and say yes, we're reminding you that all emotion is fleeting. And it's really in the way that you approach it and that you allow it or you don't. So your experience can be one where there's emotion there, but maybe there's stop and it feels maybe stop and go, touch and go, or it may feel like jagged, or it may feel like scary or tightening up or tensing up, right? Or it can feel graceful. It can feel allowing. It can feel easier, no matter what the emotion is. It's your choice to choose how you approach your emotions yourself. And the more that you choose and you learn ways of how to drop in deeper, of trust and allowing, and with grace and with ease, the easier all the emotions, no matter what they are going to literally just move on through you, easier and authentically move on through you. And you have full permission. And if you allow this and say yes, and your guides are full on with you, assisting you in this process for you. And what this process is the flow of love. Because what is love? Love is allowing. Love is forgiving, which is letting go, which is allowing. Love is movement and fluidity. Love is the fluidity of water, the way that water moves. And we're mostly water, and so is this earth, which means we're mostly love or all love. And so is this earth. And you have full permission to align now with that of love, of water, of earth, of you. And if you allow this, then say yes. Dropping on deeper, moving all that Reiki energy throughout all of your chakras. Good. Just releasing, 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 releasing that which you're ready to let go of and release of all lifetimes, DNA, collective. And updating your relationship with your chakras, your relationship with all your trillions and trillions of cells of your body, your relationship and updating your alignment, your relationship with your psyche. And we're getting into your psyche right now. There are these very super high intelligent hands, orbs that are emanating the most brilliant light intelligence codes of love into your psyche. And if you allow this, then you can say yes. And this is just literally draining from you any old fear, three-dimensional ways of thinking or seeing the world that do not serve you, that are not current to who your highest, truest self is. And they're literally draining from your psyche and all parts, wherever that resonates or resides or connects within your body, on the physical body plane, and your energetic systems and all parts of you and your life journey and path. And if you allow this and say yes, mermaids are coming in, dolphins are coming in, whale consciousness are coming in to assist you now and aligning you, all of us, with the divine mind of intelligence of source that we all are. And if you allow this and say yes, purifying your pineal gland, seat of consciousness, your third eye, your prefrontal cortex, which is where your greatest, truest, highest, most ideal self resides. And if you allow this and say yes, opening up your expansive creativity, prosperity, your soul gifts, a higher emotional intelligence, emotional communication, solutions, all activated in the front part of your brain and throughout all parts of you, activating into your heart space. We're moving into your heart space now and expanding at your heart level, the expansion of love from your heart. And if you allow this and say yes, good. We're turning the dial down just a bit into your limbic system, that fight, flight, freeze, fully intact, always intact. We love our limbic system for protecting us and keeping us safe. Always intact, just turning it down a little and evolving your relationship with your limbic system. And if you allow this and say yes, good. And then literally your prefrontal brain is activated, more expansive online, and simultaneously so is your heart, because they correspond, they go together. So we're getting your brain and your brain online together. Expansive and in balanced, upgraded ways for you, with you. And if you allow this and say yes. And good. And now we're focusing now deeper, deeper, deeper into your heart space of love, giving you full permission to allow the love and the intelligence and the wisdom from within your heart out of you. And if you allow this and say yes. Good. And then that just really opened up your space, balancing everything, moving your energy into the torus, the donut shape, the fountain of energy. And if you allow this and say yes, and literally you are literally commanding and taking up your 6 feet or more of space, purifying your outer layer of chakras, your auric field, and then your force field, building and strengthening your relationship with your force field and protecting you in this golden yellow white bubble of protection wherever you are. I am safe. I am well. I vibrate wellness. I vibrate wholeness. I vibrate health. I vibrate wealth. I am well. I am whole. You can say yes if you allow this. And through your third eye, seeing all those that you love, all your loves in your life, in our communities, in our humanity, our animals, everyone around the world, all cultures, wherever we all are. Seeing and seeing from our heart space, our third eye, from our heart space, feeling the health and the wealth of all. And if you allow this and say yes, feeling the bottoms of your feet, we're rooting and dropping down deeper into earth, anchoring you within your body even more. Opening up and purifying your deep root, your earth star chakra, and your root. We're running and flowing the chi clean through, fluidly through, and connecting you deep into the root, your root. And if you allow this and say yes, aligning you within the light that you are from within, emanating from within you, out of you. We're reminding you that it is possible, and it's actually the evolution of humanity, to be present with the light and the shadow all at once, simultaneously. And that you can be present with what so many people are experiencing in the world, and so many of us, right, of the shadow, while simultaneously being present and all-inclusive of the light. They're both the same. And now is the time where we are shifting from one of polarity, one or the other, this or that, shadow or light, good or bad, into inclusivity, the wholeness of our human experience. And so you have full permission, no matter what you're experiencing, those you love around you are experiencing, humanity, the world is experiencing in these next few weeks, months to come. You have full permission to love, to be empathetic, to be compassionate, to be present with, while at the same time being present with the love and the light of consciousness and the openings, the new beginnings of this truly beautiful new earth and world that we are becoming. All of it simultaneously. And if you allow this and say yes, and in fact, more than ever, you have full permission to laugh, to make light of, while still being present, doing what needs to be done, being connected, right? Of bringing lightness and seeing and feeling the love of this planet. All the beautiful new developments and evolutions that are coming through as a result of all this that's occurring now on this planet. And if you allow this and say yes, and this is you being your true light that you are. This is what it is to be a light worker. It's less about what you're doing. It's all about who you're being. And this is also the time to be sharing, giving, serving, and receiving just as much. And you have full permission to be of service, to be offering your heart, to be offering your services, to be offering yourself, your soul gifts, just your heart, and also receiving. And so we're opening up the valve into this receiving, because they're all one, which is what we're entering into on this new earth. Is again, it's not one or the other. It's not over serving, over giving, over helping, over assisting. It's both. It's all inclusive. It's the whole of it, of the giving and the receiving, where it becomes one, like the inhale, the exhale. It's all one. There isn't one without the other. And this is what interconnectivity on planet Earth is about. And so especially for those of us who are the helpers, right, and used to helping and used to giving and used to all of that, which I imagine everyone in this group is, this is your evolution in bringing interconnectivity onto planet Earth, is for you to be of service and be giving while simultaneously receiving, reaching out for help. Even if you don't think that you need it, reaching out, asking for connection, for help in any kind of ways. This is how we implant the light here on the planet, and we balance it through this new way, which is the dolphin way, whale way, pod ways of interconnectivity. It's all one, it's all balanced. And if you allow this and say yes, breathing into your heart and feeling the bottoms of your feet. This is a perfect time that we have, and you have full permission to clean up, not just your homes, your physical homes, but your physical homes of your body temple. So your body temple and your mind, your thoughts, your belief systems. And you have full permission to clean and clear up your thoughts. You're fully supported. We're in the age of Aquarius. I say we're in it now. All about our thoughts, our telepathy, our super psychic gifts and powers, our holographic communications, just like dolphins. And you have full permission And you are fully supported to line up your thoughts, your psyche, your belief systems with that of the divine mind. And if you allow this, then say yes. And we're releasing any and all fear around money, cash flow, the economy, your jobs, your soul purposes, any and all of that. We're calling in your angels forward around around root level money, financial, economic, currency forward. If you allow this and say yes, literally they're moving and releasing. Ooh, that was nice. Through your root and throughout different parts of you. That looks very different. Thank you, angels. The economy angels. Releasing, releasing, releasing. Because 5e art consciousness and beyond is all about lining up soul gifts, prosperity, freedom, peace. And we're lining you up. We're reminding you all as well. You are fully supported. And no matter what may be happening, no matter what you may be seeing coming crashing down of different systems or what's going on around you, perhaps in your own life, lives of others, you have full permission, using your mind, angels and guides coming on in for you to line up with the new earth, the new world of prosperity and abundance, of living your greatest, most present, current, now life from your soul gifts, from sharing and offering your soul gifts that are of service, that are of joy, and bringing more joy, more presence, more heart onto the planet. And while receiving abundance while doing so. We're just lining you up with the divine wealth of your mind, the divine wealth of your heart. And wealth is love in all aspects. It's prosperity and abundance in all aspects of the heart of your life. That's love, that's relationships, creativity, financial, peace, presence, health, wealth of your heart. And if you allow this and of your life, then say yes. Good. And then we're just gonna angels are relaxing you from head to toe. Just a little bit more, giving you full permission to relax, relieving any tightness, any tension out of your physical muscles, out of your organs, out of your body, and balancing from head to toe. And we're feeling the bottoms of your feet. There's this beautiful wind that's coming in. Thank you, wind element that's literally wisping you clean, elevating you, lightening you up. Remember to connect with the earth, the elements, wind, earth, fire, water. Good. Feeling the bottoms of your feet. We are purifying all parts of you, your auric field, your space, your force field, your auric bubble. And beaming of prosperity and the pulsation of wealth, the pulsation of prosperity, of heart, of love within all of your trillions of vibrating cells and aura and life. Your eyes and your smile and your skin, all parts of you. And then just allowing a few more breaths in and out, noticing how your breath is always breathing you without you thinking about it. And reminding yourself how safe you are, protected you are. All your basic needs are provided for now. You have shelter, keeping you safe and warm now. You have food, clean water now. Bringing appreciation to how gravity is always supporting you wherever you are. Your body, your bones now. I am safe. now. And you have full permission to continue to align with the present moment now. Every time you align with now, with now, with now, this is where all the miracles are, where all the peace is, where all the magic is now. And if you allow this, then say yes. And this is where your highest, truest self, soul and spirit is now. And allowing a few more breaths in and out in your own pace, in your own time. Feeling your feet and your hands, feeling your body, your healthy body temple. And you have full permission to treat your body in loving, healthy ways as the temple you are. And taking as much time as you need. You may continue to rest if you feel called to, or you may begin to open your eyes gently and slowly wherever you are. Do whatever is most right for you. And just take your time whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Janet, for wow, a really beautiful experience. So much. I was trying to be in it and also take mental notes of like, oh, she said that. Oh, she said that. That's so cool. I want to weave it over here and we'll do a little dolphin dance, you know? So I love everything, you know, that you've been sharing on your personal page too about your understanding of grief and what that is, like helping us get deeper into it's a rite of passage. It's a exquisite experience when we can meet it and experience for what it is and all of what it is. So thank you for your sage wisdom. But I loved when you're sharing with us that 6 feet of distance. And I just love that we can understand and perceive that as we own the 6 feet of real estate. And so cool. And what can we feel in that 6 feet of real estate? We could pump out whatever it is we're feeling or what we want to offer as a gift as we go through our day. We might bump into another 6-foot bubble of someone else, you know. That just was such a fun image to play with, like my 6-foot bubble. And what am I going to put in that bubble? No,
Anything.
Right? Stories,
Anything.
feelings, images, dreams, desires, you know, wants. Like, what do I want to experience when I had a dream a couple nights ago, and I knew I was on the astral. Because I'm like, this has to be the astral. But it was like I was in San Francisco and new neighborhoods, and it was daytime, and everybody was out partying, laughing, walking arm in arm, and friendly. There was no strangers. I know, right? It was just no strangers. Everybody was like, hi, how are you? We're out, like we're free. And you could tell everybody had gone on their inner journey of what it is that they missed or what it was that they longed for. And then here it was, this new day, and everybody could express that freely and just enjoy being together. it was just this coolest dream. And I'm like, wow, I think that's a mock-up or a potential that's already existing in another dimension, the astral plane. So it's everybody's collective desire of like, oh, I miss my friend, or I miss doing this as what we used to do every Monday, or this or that, you know. But I felt like all the collectives, like whatever it is they're missing or feeling, or, you know, their hearts saying, oh, I really love that. It's like happened. It's creating itself. So I love when you were sharing like, yeah, well, let's fill our space with that. Let's do our holographic. Let's do our dolphin mermaid minds. Let's do, you know, those things that we, even if we don't need help, let's ask for it anyway. That's setting up a new paradigm of where if I say, Janet, can you help me with this? And then Janet gets the opportunity to say yes. And how good does that feel for Janet to have an opportunity to go, I can help you, right? And she wouldn't have had the opportunity if I didn't say, Janet, I need some help. So I just loved that redirect of like, because we're so conditioned to believe asking for help is a sign of weakness, or there has to be something wrong with us, or we have to, you know, we're not good enough, therefore we need someone to help us out. And it's like, no, how about just for the fun of being able to ask for help, receive it, have the other person be able to offer it, and the joy that brings. It just was so cool. So thank you.
Yeah, and it's the vital, nothing's going to change if we're helpers of this planet. And we are desiring, and we know we are desiring, oh yes, interconnectivity here, pod mentality here on planet Earth. We're all of service and we're all sharing and all of that. Well, if we're just being the helper
Mm-hmm.
and the overgiver from that old way,
yes,
we don't change the planet.
No.
So it's about us being the solution, right? So where maybe other people, maybe their growth is around, maybe I'm going to look for ways I can give more, you know, because maybe different people are used to being that taker and being, you know, self-focused and so maybe their growth would be then to wait, let's balance this out. And now, wait, let me look for ways of being of service and, you know, and so for all of us, it may be the other way.
Right.
And nothing changes on this planet unless we, as light bringers that we are, really even out that playing field in this way.
Right.
That we're sharing. Yes.
Yes. Wow. And it was so cool too that you brought all of that awareness, and then you said, okay, come back to the now and be in the now, experiencing that. And then next moment, be in the now again, and a now again, and a now again. Yes.
Yeah. And so that's the key. Just remembering, everybody, if your mind starts going into fear mode, starts going into worry mode of, well, what about next week? What about the future? What's going to happen in a week from now, in 3 weeks from now? Oh my goodness, 3 months from now, a year. That is your cue to come back to now.
Yeah.
And so you want to anchor yourself into now. And one of those first ways of doing that would be bringing your awareness to how, this is very neurosculpting neuroscience, is easing your limbic system, which is letting your limbic system yourself know, okay, wait, right here, right now, I have walls that are housing me. I have food, I have gorgeous nutrition, you know, gorgeous food. I have beautiful, clean water. All my needs are provided for now. All of them are. Right? I have beautiful love and connection and resources now. And then that lets your limbic system know, okay, to ease up on that fight or flight of going into the fear mode of the future or of the past, brings you here now. Breathe in your breath, we know, brings us here now. Elongate your breath now. That's what all of this that's physically going on is about, is the elongation and the clearing and opening of our lung capacity, our heart capacity, of our oxygen of our cells now, which brings us into the moment now. Nothing does it quicker than our breath. We know this.
Right.
And feeling the present moment in tangible ways through your senses. What am I hearing right now? What, oh, the walls. Oh, look at that artwork. Oh, I see the artwork. I see the white walls. I see my hands. Bring it back to your physical body, right? I see my feet. Bring your attention wherever you put your attention to is where energy flows and moves to. And so look at your feet. If you look at your feet and then notice your nails or your socks, your toenails or your socks or whatever moles are on your foot, right? That brings your energy down straight to the ground. It automatically will ground you, right? If you bring, and it puts you into the now moment. It's really important because now we're gaining more and more mastery of these muscles, of these alignments now. And you're full on supported like never before. It's going to happen, or these alignments will happen quicker and quicker and deeper and become more and more automatic.
Yes.
Now.
Yes, exactly. Because this is a part of what's happening being home is we are coming home to the body, whereas a lot of times many of us live our lives from here up and we're out and about and we're outside the body. We're not even tuning in. Did I eat? Did I drink? Did I pee? Did I poop? I don't know. I'm busy going from this place and that place, and the kids have to go here and the kids have to go there. And now that's stopped. And it's such a beautiful thing inside. I mean, there's so many layers to it, but inside of it, if you can like get to the moment now, take your breath, elongate that breath, because our best defense, if we want to look at it like that, is a very healthy body, healthy immune system. And what helps the immune system? Lowering stress. How do we lower stress? Through the breath. And then utilize, like Janet, I love that, utilizing our senses. What do I hear, smell, see on the wall, my body? What do I touch, I feel? You know, all of that. Taste. Enjoy your food. You're home now. You're not going anywhere. You're not rushing to get to someplace. Enjoy your meal. Right? Enjoy going to get it. Enjoy going chopping it up. Enjoy cooking it or serving it or sharing it. It's amazing. And there was another thing too with the breath that you were saying is I noticed something over the weekend and I'm like, oh, it makes so much sense. Now I have a context to put this feeling into. But you know how in the kind of towards the beginning of when we were all starting to realize things are changing. And in Italy, they had the people singing from their balconies, which now leads to other people, like in San Francisco at 12, people in this apartment complex come out and they start singing. And it's like, oh, so beautiful, right? And then I was realizing that when we're singing, we're expanding our rib cage. We're like, so we could hold a note, la, right? So we want to like, you know, be able to do that. And what's happening is our vocal cords, my feeling is in the essence of the human blueprint, our vocal cords were designed for song. They quiver and move to sing. And using our voices to communicate through language is really secondary to the original purpose of this, because we were supposed to communicate through the dolphin pod mind. Telepathy. We weren't really supposed to say, hi, Janet, this is Shannon. I'm just supposed to go, and Janet says it back. Right? And we had this wonderful conversation. And then the voice was to sing. And then when we sing, our lungs get exercised, our rib cage, the interstitial cartilage between the ribs expands like a bellow, and we're happy. When you're singing, you're pretty much happy. Even if it's a sad song, you're expressing how you feel, right? So I feel like the singing, the music, the dancing, like these are the things our bodies were designed for. And then we can swim through life. We can find our pod. We can be a part of this awakening together. I don't know. I just was so like, look at people are singing around the world, and isn't that interesting?
Well, it's so, everything is poetry. Everything is connected to when you're sharing that. That's Shannon, is so beautiful about the singing and the lungs and the rib cage and the opening and then the vibration and the da-da-da, you know, and then the interconnectivity of the song and the voice with people. Like that's what we're used to from the land, from tribal community, is singing and dancing and creating and expressing in these ways. And so everything now is just becoming one, because everything, it's just every layer is poetry and connected to all of it.
Totally. And we know it's so interesting because when I'm writing my blog posts, I'm a week ahead. So we're in the first quarter, you know, Crescent Moon moving to first quarter. I'm already in the full moon. So I'm like, okay, what's going on with the full moon? So I can understand it, right? And it's all about that. It's like all the symbols for the degrees of all the planets, they all start talking to each other and they're saying, where's your poetry? Where's your creativity? What is your art? How do you express it? Take this old stuff that's, you know, restructuring, breaking down, we don't know what it's going to be. And it says, take it and give it new form and free it. So I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. And we have this time to reconnect to our inner artist, which is like being a human being that lives from the heart and gets, you know, information and understanding secondarily. Okay? But art is heart. Music, song, poetry, sculpture, being able to understand life and express it in a beautiful journey that Janet just took us on. That's an art.
And paired with, I want to bring it to about the grief and emotion, because creativity and emotion, they're the same force. And so you have full permission. And I know I was reading some posts, I'm just tuned in, you know, is that I know some ladies were sharing in this group, in Lunar Ladies, around feeling rage or anger, irritability, or partners feeling that way too. Remember to feel it. Now is the time now is the time of suppressed emotion to now come up and be felt. So a lot of this suppressed emotion that we've experienced, and as humanity, but even focused in on the US culture, the workhorse mentality of productivity, achievement, obtaining, consumption that wheel has been about, when we go through losses, just as a culture, when we go through losses, well, we don't have time to feel it. We've got to produce, we've got to go to work, we've got to produce, we've got to achieve, we've got to obtain, we've got to chase after. We don't have time to feel our emotions. Our society, our culture has not been set up for us as humans to feel our natural emotions, which then has lended itself to resulting in workaholism, numbing out by drugs and alcohol, numbing out in all different ways, distracting, denying, all of that, right? And now is this time where Earth is literally so lovingly in charge, now gently letting us know, hey, now is the time, and you're fully supported now to let it all out, let it all be. And so if you're feeling anger, if you're feeling irritated and frustrated, that's a sure sign that underneath that is some deeper anger, and underneath that is some deeper rage. And also underneath anger and rage is deep grief and sadness. Mm-hmm. And so it's not about just shifting and coaching yourself into thinking, well, let me think differently. Let me think more, more of a higher vibe thought, or, when there's real emotion, the only way to authentically align with love, with that lighter, higher vibration, is to feel it. You can't talk yourself out of this. It's not going to work anymore as a society, culturally, thankfully. So you have full permission now to get the memo that, oh, okay, I'm going to feel it. Okay, I have full permission to feel it. I'm going to express it. I'm going to allow it to come through me, right? And that's going to move it through you authentically. It's going to liberate you from the inside. of you, literally. It'll liberate your life. That's where your power is. That's where, bringing it back to the creativity, is all within the emotions. And so, and we're going to continue to be talking about this, working with this. And remember that if you need any kind of assistance with it, there's so many resources available, so much help available. This is what's up on planet Earth, and this is what's up for the US culture and country. And I'm pretty stoked about it. I've been personally waiting for this, like for all of us to like take our masks off and to be just shedding, drop to our knees, feeling our emotions, and being so vulnerable and raw that we are just surrendered into love within ourselves and with each other. And that's exactly what's happening. Super beautiful. And this is how we're creating this new earth into being.
Exactly. And it's just so amazing too, Janet, that last year you created Soulmate of Self, which was designed to help us as women to reconnect and to be able to go to this deep, deep core root self with without fear and without denying what it is that we feel, and giving us permission to feel what we feel. And that then shifted and turned into Be Your Down Now, which, oh my God, that's exactly what we need right now. Worldwide, to be our down now. Like, what?
I know. It's just like unbelievable, right?
Yes. You need to be doing like pats on your back, like all day long.
I think what I'm really getting, I'll say one of the things I'm really, really understanding, I'd say in the last month or two, is I'm like, oh, I think I can just kind of do this blindfolded at this point. The way we channel and all of this, I'm like,
totally.
It's always pretty on time or ahead of time. You know, it's like you can't get it wrong. So, but we're all interconnected and creating together here.
Yes.
Perfection.
Totally perfection. It's amazing. And I love our communities because we've been working on this for years.
I know.
Prepare us for this time right now.
I know.
So cool.
So, thank you, Shannon. All you ladies here, you lunar loves here.
If you are not in Janet's Be Your Down Now, definitely go check out her beautiful group. She's doing so many wonderful things there. You know, money Reiki, abundance Reiki, Be Your Down Now, neuroplasticity, Reiki-Theta healings, getting us into a place where we can be free to re-emerge in a really beautiful new world that we're creating today, right now.
Yes, and tomorrow's the first of the month, so we have our long distance live recorded Zoom sessions on the first of each month, and then we've got the abundance Reiki on the 11th of each month, and we're just going to keep deepening and strengthening and going even deeper into the Tao, into planet Earth, into this interconnectivity. This is what's up. This is where we're at. It's just hello. I mean, just unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
So please come check. And if you have any questions, please feel free and reach out to me, or you can go to my website and sign up really easily there. I also want to just see in the chat, see if anybody had any questions. If you have any questions, any comments, please feel free and share. I have not been. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Deb.
Totally.
Thank you, everybody. Hi, Lynn. Oh, look at all these comments. And hellos and thank yous.
Right? Isn't that nice? Amy.
Yes, Amy. Yeah, Amy. Hi. And Jenny was saying, love the lining up of the thoughts and the psyche up with that of the divine mind. Yes.
Right. Totally.
Yes, exactly. Deb was talking about going into nothingness in a soap bubble.
Nice. Oh, Deb, check out that's the Aries sun symbol this week, is putting the wind that carries 1,000 soap bubbles around the world. So you got to put in your soap bubble and send it around the world.
Yay.
That was awesome.
Yay. Amy, what did Amy just say then too? I can't see.
Seriously, so blessed to have found my pod, my dolphin pod. Love you.
Oh, love you, Amy. Love you, all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you, Janet, for blessing us at this time of the month, every month. I so look forward to having you and experiencing your crescent moon powers. Like, it just makes my whole lunar cycle.
Same here. Same here. We're all in this together. We're all doing this together.
That's right. We're all swimming in the same wonderful ocean. And just like, you know, the ocean was the place where all life began. So we're recreating life once again in this new way that is pod consciousness. Ugh. And I even have my 100% mermaid shirt on.
I saw.
I like, this is like got a hole back here, but I refuse to throw it away. I love this t-shirt. I worked really hard for it. It was my first triathlon. So I'm like, I am not throwing this away.
You got a mermaid shirt for your first triathlon. That's pretty
Yeah.
100% mermaid athlete. Yeah, that one is.
Totally.
So you're
like, okay, when you were like recreating the world, I'm like, the mermaid athlete kept coming back. I'm like, oh, that's where I'm gonna be coming out of this cosmic womb. I'm stoked. Even though all the pools are closed, that doesn't mean I'm not gonna be swimming in my mind.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, Janet, so much.
Thank you.
This will be available as a share via YouTube. And so definitely subscribe to Lunar Lady's channel so that you can get all these wonderful activations that Janet has done. They're all stored there. And Janet, feel free to share it with your lovely communities, all your beautiful work that's being stored over there too.
Thank you so much. I just want to share one thing. A bee just came by my window. Oh, random. Last week, a bee came to my other window, just one. But bees are all about, and it just came in right now just to say hi. And I'm like, oh, I see you. Hello. And then it swooped on away. But it was, as we're completing right here, it's all about the cross-pollination, the interconnectivity, interdependence here as we've been working with as what's happening here. And just got that from our fellow bee Dow friend.
Oh my God.
So thank you. Just want to share. That's the magic that just keeps happening.
Right? Oh my God, thank you for sharing that, because you know who the bees work for. Venus.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, and you have a really powerful Venus in your chart.
Yes.
Just saying. So the bees are like, I recognize you. You're related to Venus.
Totally. Thanks for that, Shannon.
For you. So thanks for acknowledging us that we're in your life in this way.
Venus bee love.
Lots of bee love. Thank you for sharing your bee love.
Thank you. Love to all of you. Mwah.
Mwah. Love you, Janet. Thank you so much.
Love you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Till next time. Bye. Bye.